What do you know about Melbourne's West? At Community Plus, many of our students, staff, participants and clients live or work in Melbourne's West on Wurundjeri land. Walking in and around Sunshine, you can see pockets of its industrial history. Yet these buildings and artefacts are relatively young compared to the 60,000 years Wurundjeri people have lived on this land. Nestled upstairs next to Sunshine Library is Occupation Studies, an agriculture exhibition by Tahlia Palmer. Not wanting to speak about country that wasn't her own, Tahlia aimed to make works that spoke to the broader environmental impacts of the European invasion of this continent. Tahlia spent months digging through the archives of the Public Records Office of Victoria and travelling across countries in the state. She made recordings above and below water, at old mine sites, dams, reservoirs, logging sites, the ocean. Often this agricultural history is talked about as a sign of progress for the area. But Palmer challenges this understanding through a mix of audio and abstract imagery.
I want audiences to consider how colonial land management was not done with country's best interests in mind. I want audiences to remember that those choices were made in the context of land theft. I want audiences to understand how much was lost because of those choices, and I want them to think about how hard Aboriginal people have had to fight to maintain our relationship to country, the scale of violent disconnection that was forced upon us for the sake of feeding a growing colonial population. I want audiences to make the connection between that violent disconnection and the current problems we have with polluted waterways and soils, polluted skies, and unequal society. I want audiences to consider what they can do to contribute to healing country, to ecosystem regeneration, and how they can support Aboriginal people to guide that process.